Hey, welcome back to another live stream. Today I'm back with another What If Dkeu live stream. I believe this is part 8, where I have several series for y'all today, and I hope y'all enjoy them. And I have a poll going on my community page to where y'all can vote for the next video. If there's any other what ifs you'd like to see, you can comment them down below. I don't know which one we're going to start off with today, so it could be the What If Female Dkeu Was Mommy Long Legs Part 2. It could be if there's other ideas, like the Inkling Dkeu. I don't really think I've done that one on a live stream yet. It's more like a side series. So welcome back to the channel, and I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to do today, as I've got several. Honestly, right now, for the poll that's on my channel for the next What If vote, it seems like What If Female Dkeu Was Drill Woman is winning for now. And I think I will start off with the Mommy Longlegs one. I also have several ones I plan to do later this week. More what ifs. A lot will be dropping on my channel. So I hope y'all do enjoy these what if series of mine. And I have quite a bit of time, so I'll be doing more live streams, more what ifs. And I think we should get started. Where oh, one moment. We'll start off with What If Female Dkeu Was Mommy Longlegs. What If Female Dkeu Was Mommy Longlegs Part 2. Last where we left off, Mommy Longlegs had been unconscious, and they were taking her to freeze her on ice. As she was barely conscious, looking around, as she was on a stretcher, being taken somewhere. Her mind barely conscious, but she's still able to see her surroundings, even if she's barely awake. She knows several people with security gear and some people with lab coats, as they seem to be rushing her somewhere. As they didn't think they would have to rush her anywhere. But then we get to hear a conversation from one of the guards. We gotta get her and freeze her on ice now. That way we convert all guards to the main entrance. What's going on at the main entrance? We're being attacked by someone. Okay, divert several guards from here. Go to the main entrance and stop the intruders. Yes, sir. It seems the guards have been split up. No idea why. As she's just listening in, as they finally burst in a room. As we see a tube and several other things frozen in ice as well. As she looks at them, what are those? Okay, we gotta put her in one of these tubes now. We'll fill her up and we'll freeze her. As right as they're doing that, we can hear commotion, gunfire down the halls. What's going on down there? Okay, spread security out. Head over there and see what's going on. Me and the other guard will stay here to make sure Mommy Longlegs doesn't try to escape. As one of the doctors, speak up. She's in no condition to escape. Her body has been neutralized. We have injected a serum to make sure of that. She is also unconscious, so she cannot hear or possibly move her body at this moment. Fine, all security guards, go find out what's happening. As they all leave the room. As she looks, as her eyes open up, the doctors still don't know. They had just put her in the tube. As then, she noticed the door gets blown open. Freeze her now! As one of them pressed a button, freezing her. The last image she saw was a black tendril coming in and stabbing one of the doctors, before her mind goes blank, and as she freezes, we go to the man. As it happens to be all for one. Y'all really shouldn't try to have stolen money from me. As he starts to kill the rest of the lab scientists. I agreed to this project with results, not failures. As several more guards come in and start firing at him. I don't think so. As he releases his black tendrils, piercing through several of the guards, killing them. As one of them tries to crawl away. As one of All for One's men finishes him off. As he looks over at the tubes. What should we do with them, sir? Leave them. They're no interest to me. As All for One just walks away with his minions. As the place has been trashed. The building was abandoned, and several years go by to the modern era of quarks and all that. The building is in rough shape, to where one of the pieces of the building falls, hitting the device that meant to keep Izumi captive in her tube, as it ends up releasing her. As she wakes up, with barely any recollection of herself. What happened? Is then she starts remembering the pain, being tased, taking care of children. As all the harsh memories start flooding into her brain. That's right. They turned me into this. They made me a monster. They should pay. But she looks around. But where am I? This looks nothing like the place I was at. She gets over and then falls down because her body parts are still frozen, even though most of her body is pretty much made of. I don't really know what her body is really made out of. But she can stretch her limbs. As she gets back up. That's right. As she leans up against the barrel. I guess I have to wait until I recover. But I need to know, how long have I been asleep? As she goes over to an old TV and turns it on. as it's apparently been like 200 years, 100 or 200 years, since the beginning of the Quark era. Everyone from that time must be dead. But who was that? She remembers a man with white hair and a black tendril. Who was that man that came in? As she looks over at the tubes, noticing someone else frozen. Who might you be? As she attempts to get up, but all in vain, as she falls down and goes unconscious. As we go to the heroes who are just wrapping up villains in the area. As one of them had rushed into several, or they had split up into several places. One of these villains going into the, well, Poppy Playtime Factory. As Mommy Longlegs hears footsteps. As her eyes turn from pink to red. I guess they're not all gone. As she starts transforming into her Mommy Longlegs form. As she starts crawling on the ceiling. As for some reason, her body recovered within this with change of anger. Maybe due to her soul bending the body to its will. Or maybe the heat within the room had changed. Who knows? As the man's just running and hides behind a barrel. As Mommy Longlegs crawling through the walls and sees the man. No trespassing. As the man looks over and is a little bit scared, not knowing where the voice came from. I'll give you one chance to leave. As the man pulls out a gun. Listen. Just leave me alone, and I'll let you live. You're not the one to make demands here. As he sees a shadow and then shoots in the direction. As he rushes for the door, as a barrel falls over, stopping his escape. As she kicks him, as he rolls over, hits a wall. I remember when I used to have to kill a person. Back, I would say, 200 years ago. They had me kill people, although I was unaware of my state at that time. But you could say it was just like that person. As the man looks over, as you can just see the writing on the wall, the barrel is a traitor. As the man tries to get up and shoots Mommy Longlegs, all in vain as she dodges and punches him into a wall, making him go unconscious. As Mommy Longlegs drags him away. As she's still in her monster form, as she goes over to the tube and starts unfreezing the person. Bunzo is your name, correct? As the man starts to wake up and stretches his arm. That is my name. Let me guess, they also experimented on you too. That would be right. Who are you? I am Mommy Longlegs, a fellow experiment like yourself. I would like you to help me to get rid of some problems. What problems? Apparently, we're 200 years into the future. We've been asleep that long. As the man looks shocked. Apparently quarks have grown all across the world, to where the population has like 90%. I'm shocked as well. What else has happened while I've been asleep? I'm not sure. All I know, there are heroes. I'm not really sure what else. Villains as well, I presume. But I went ahead and got us some dinner. As he throws the man that he had brought to a wall, getting hit on the wall as he falls to the ground. He's still alive? Yes, for now at least. As he grabs one of his, was it baton? Not batons. One of those things he used to clap together in the game. As he cuts off his head with one of them. Okay. Before we start eating, we probably should heat him up, as it would make for a better meal. Yes. Also, is there any others? There might be. This facility is quite large. There might be more experiments here. As I figured, they, of course, we wouldn't be the only two. But I do appreciate if we cooperate. As they start to, cook the dead person. They start sit and chat. So I had been doing some research while I've been awake. Apparently, the heroes and all that are corrupt. Don't really care. They're not. What the point is, a lot of people hate mutations, which means we're the same as we was 200 years ago, as these bodies of ours are technically considered mutation. So they're going to hate us. Alright. Anything else? Yes. Apparently there was someone named Alpha 1 200 years ago. I have a brief memory of him. All I know is that he's still alive. As Bunzo looks surprised. He's still alive? Apparently. Somehow. It's very confusing, really. Not knowing how he's lived for 200 years. He may have been, but we could probably get some answers of what happened to the staff and everyone else after our slumber. I would like to have answers myself as well. Personally, I would love to kill the person responsible. But my guess, he's long dead. Probably. So, what should we do now? The heroes could be a problem. As I suggest we stay here. Stay low. Make sure they don't find us. That seems like a plan. But is there any other things we need done? They're gonna find us eventually. Yes. And they may end up finding the body. Don't worry. I'll dispose of it. There's still an old furnace within the facility. Well, that's good. I've got to say, this factory was pure evil, what they were doing. But the material they had here could last years, up to like hundreds. Surprised it's all untouched. That's because someone still owns this building. As Bunzo looks surprised, someone related to the factories. Who? I don't know. I haven't managed to dig up a name. But someone still owns these, and that they are still around because, for purposes unknown to me. Maybe the person wants to bring back the company. We will not let that happen. If they bring it back, we'll simply slaughter them. True. But there's other things we could do. Why don't we try to get the heroes? Give us information. How do you suggest we do that? Simple. We bring back a hero alive, and we have him tell us everything he knows. Which one? That I'm not sure. We'll have to think very carefully about this. You're right, but I have an idea. What is it, Bunzo? There are several things we could do to lure people here. That way we could have a steady force, if you understand. Are you suggesting we hire some people? Possibly. After all, if this place was attacked and it's abandoned, there might still be some funds left in the building. After all, this is a big factory. And since it's run down, I doubt they managed to get all the materials or cash out of the factories. So we could have something to bribe some thugs with. Of course, I will do the bribing since, to be fair, thugs can be thugs. Very well. And if anything goes down, you can always just kill them. Yes. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There was this one other person I remember being experimented on before I was frozen. And who may that be? His name was PJ. I can't remember who else, but there were more people, I'm certain of that. But I only know one other. PJ's his name. Fortunately, he wasn't frozen in the same area we were. We'll have to find him. That is fine, but this is useful intel we could use. As Mommy Longlegs gets a big grin. We'll do some more research. And then we'll bring Poppy Playtime Co. back. Just so we can reveal the true masterminds behind it. Huh. So you're saying whoever run it now will be able to lure them out? Precisely. They'll want information, so they'll come back once they notice the factory's running. You're clever, Mommy Longlegs. I gotta give you that. As he walks out. As she looks over at the corpse near the barrel and moves it. There's a name there. Green Kenobi. And I hope you enjoyed part 2 of What If Female Dkeu Was Mommy Longlegs. Okay, that one was a good one. And I hope y'all got that little part at the end. It was a reference to me playing Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. To where I had gotten betrayed by the barrel I had tugged around in part 2 of the live stream. Yeah. That barrel betrayed me. I'm still mad about it. Oh, I'm glad to see Captain Inkwell is back to join me with a live stream. I noticed your name in the comment section. Yeah. Work for the barrel. Yeah. The barrels. I will say, When I inevitably do chapter 3, I am getting my revenge. I'm saying that. I just felt like I needed to do like a little bit of a cameo of me playing the game because why not? It's a reference and I thought it would be funny. Ah. I hope y'all join me for that live stream. I think I'll be doing it sometime this week. So be out for that for the Pop Playtime Chapter 3 live stream. And also, I would like to point out one of my subscribers did their first live stream, and I was happy to attend. As I admit, it was funny. And I ended up watching that live stream, and I thought it was pretty good. Oh, so there's a poll going on, and I hope y'all could vote for y'all people that are watching for my next What If to join after one of these series ends. So if you haven't, you could either vote for the What If Female Dkeu was Drill Woman, or What If Dkeu was Ghost from Call of Duty. As both of them are a good idea. But that one will decide the next What If I do. After one of these get finished. Yeah. Man, y'all want me to make so many more thumbnails. Honestly, I'm happy to. These thumbnails turn out amazing, by the way. Okay. Wait, no, Captain Inkwell is voted for the Drill Woman. I still thought that one's gonna be interesting to do. I will admit that one's gonna be one interesting one to do. Yeah. To vote, you go to my community page. You should be able to vote there when you see the poll. Yeah, I really think that one's gonna turn out great for a what if story. So be on the lookout for that. And I have been one of my friends asked me that I probably should do some what ifs that are not related to my hero. I feel like that's for future me to do, because right now I've gotten a lot of what ifs made. So I may end up doing in the future do a what if Naruto, what if, or maybe a what if Luffy. Who knows? It may be a what if no one's really thought of before, of a random character. Okay, that I would laugh at that comment. That comment. I'm pretty sure that would just be funny. Yeah. And I think on the next one we'll probably do a continuation of the Vanny. As I love the Vanny story. The Vanny story is always good. It tends to come out well on my channel. And I know y'all are still looking forward to the Mangle. The Mangle chapter 2 I'm gonna do of it. Y'all can be on the look forward to that. It's not gonna come out probably this week, but it will come out sometime this year. Well, anyway, I think we should get right into this. What if female Deku was Vanny? Part 3. Last where we left off, Mirko was in a hospital. Vanny and Vanessa was still stationed at the mall with the League of Villains. Vanny with a sword was severely injured. Vanny with a scythe and Vanny with a gun and Shadow Vanny were ready to go after Mirko, as All for One had been captured, Muscular had been captured. As they prepare to go, as they're just doing a stakeout, as they're just watching the hospital from several angles. One of them having binoculars. Okay, it seems Mirko's on the 3rd floor. I suggest we wait till nightfall. That's why we can sneak in and kill her in her sleep. As Shadow Vanny appears behind Vanny with a gun. I agree. Doing a day plan is pretty much equal to a suicide mission. Trying to go after. As we get a look of Shadow Vanny. I think we should do your idea. As Vanny with a scythe also just hops on the building. I have to agree. There's too many heroes out right now. We'd get caught. Well, we should get our eyes out of here. As she covers the other Vannies, as they disappear into the shadows. And appear in an abandoned building not too far away from the hospital. So what's the plan, Shadow Vanny? I think, Vanny with a gun, I would like you to set a sniper on this building up here. You'll be our eyes. You'll be able to cover us while me and Vanny with a scythe is inside. Remember, we have to get this done quickly before more personalities are created. I understand that, but we don't have to rush things. We can take our time. Fair point, but still, I think we should get this done as soon as possible. Yes, I know, but nightfall is nearly upon us, which means we'll be able to kill her quite easily. As we go back to Vanny, as she is trapped in the mind, trying to stop other personalities from being formed. Why had All for One had to put this quirk in my mind? As she's rushing, trying to focus all her energy on stopping a personality from being formed by making a bubble around the area where it's trying to form. Come on. As she luckily manages to stop it this time. As she kneels onto the dark floor in the mindscape. Oh, my head. I really need to stop doing that, but I have no choice until the others return. My mind's not been in the right place since. I really need them to come back quickly. As we go outside the mind, where Vanessa was just leaving work, as she decides to go somewhere and do some things that she's never done before. As she starts getting into the car and driving off, as she sees that there's some heroes nearby, and she's just looking over. As she was driving and stops near UA, going to a certain restaurant to eat, as she had gotten off work inside, it'd be nice to have a little bit of a treat. Nice something to eat. As she goes and sits down and orders something. As we go back to Shadow Vanny. Vanessa's in control. Excuse me, but I'll have to leave for a few moments, other Vannies. No problem. Just be back before we start. As Shadow Vanny disappears into the fog. As the rest of them just stay there. As she appears on the building across and sees Vanessa. Why isn't Vanny in control? As she tries to get in touch with the Vanny inside her mind. The original Vanny. She must have exhausted too much energy trying to stop the personalities. That's not good. I can't call Vanny off a sword. She's too weak. At this current point in time. Fine, I'll just create something of my own. She creates a little shadow rabbit. Keep an eye on Vanessa. Teleport her if something happens to a safe location. As the little shadow bunny nods, good. Go. As it jumps from the building. And it goes near Vanessa to stay. As Shadow Vanny disappears. Alright. We have an hour before complete nightfall. As one thing I didn't mention is that it's Vanessa's day off. So she went ahead and just did the day shift as it was her day off. As she's just sitting there enjoying the food. As she noticed the hero come in. This happened to be an Aizawa. Stopping by for a snack before to go visit Mirko. As Vanessa notices him. Is that the guy that came to interrogate me? When I called for the villains that came into the mall? As Aizawa notices her as well. As Vanessa just goes back to eating her food. As he also noticed a little black rabbit nearby. Why is there a black rabbit in here? As he prepares just to grab his food and leave. As in the very next moment, some people try to rob the restaurant with guns. As Aizawa just stays in cover, ready to prepare for a fight. As one of them threatens Vanessa. As she gets up, punching the man in the face, twisting his arm, pulling the gun, and shooting both other robbers in the shoulder. As they collapse. As Aizawa was impressed by her fighting capability. As again, it was like she had blacked out for a moment and the fighting skills came in. Oh, did I do that? As she quickly pays and leaves. As Aizawa goes after her. As Vanessa turned a corner, she vanished. As the rabbit bunny had teleported her. As it had teleported her to her house. And the effect of the teleport had her go unconscious. As she had fallen on her bed. As we go to Shadow Vanny, who was observing the entire thing through the black rabbit. So that's what Vanny said when don't underestimate herself. But that wasn't Vanny's work. Was it another personality who took control? No, none have been created. Then how did she learn to fight like that? As Shadow Vanny has questions for Vanessa, but knows she can't really do anything. As she knows the sun has almost set completely. Better prepare. As she heads back to the rest. Alright, we ready? As Fanny with a gun. Ready. I've got my scythe. Good. I'll teleport you to your location. Then we'll move in. As she teleports Vanny with her sniper rifle to the building. As Vanny with the scythe and Shadow Vanny approach the building, the front of the hospital with cloaks within the night. As the two heroes are there, they decide to stop them. Excuse me, what are you doing here? Oh, we just get our checkup, sir. As one of them is suspicious. Move your hood. As Vanny of the Shadows attempt to move her hood, both the heroes' heads go flying off. Can't have your identity revealed, Shadow Vanny. You know, we could have just revealed our faces and walked in, right? True. But what's the fun in that? As Vanny of the Scythe turns around smiling. Fair point. As two cops come out, as her claws extend, piercing both of them through the heart. Let's just get this over with. As they walk in the building, which floor is she on again? 3rd floor. We'll make our way up there then. As they start walking up the staircase, as another hero appeared up above with a fire quirk, attempts to fire at them. They have a scythe, using her scythe to block, as Shadow Vanny just disappeared into the shadow. As the heroes play more pressure. Just surrender, villain. You don't stand a chance. As she's being pushed back a little. As the hero's smiling. See? You're done for. I don't think so. As the man quickly turns around, seeing Shadow Vanny's face, before claws going straight through his chest. You're the one that's done for. As he had lifted the man and then just tossed him out the window from the 2nd floor. We don't have time for this. As Shadow Vanny just quickly breaks the entrance to the 3rd floor. We'll go up here. As she grabs Vanny with a scythe and they jump up to the 3rd floor. Okay, she should be a few rooms down. As they make their way over, we go back to the mindscape. As the original Vanny starts to wake up. Oh, what happened? As her eyes go up with shock. As then it goes back to Shadow Vanny. As they had just reached the room of Mirko. Is she in the room? I can't tell. I've been keeping an eye around the place. Took around a few heroes. You better get out of there and finish this job quickly. You got several cop cars coming down the road. Most likely heroes with them as well. ETA probably 10 minutes. Thank you for the information. We'll be able to kill her within that time. As they both open the door. As Vanny with the scythe walks in, as Shadow Vanny just stays outside. Where are you, bunny hero Mirko? We know you couldn't have left this room. As she's hiding in the closet. As lightning strikes. Come on now. I'll make sure to make your death quick. You won't even be able to tell when your head is separated from your neck. As she just destroys the bed. As she walks over to the or the closet. As she about to slice it open, Mirko jumps out, kicking her in the head as she goes spinning into a wall. As Shadow Vanny rushes at her, she quickly dodges, but feels the pain of her previous wounds. You're done for, as Shadow Vanny's entire body is revealed. As she goes to claw her with both hands, as then an explosion happens on the floor, sending Shadow Vanny with a scythe in one direction and Mirko in the other. As Shadow Vanny's awake, as she looks over and sees Scythe Vanny is bleeding from the head, as she checks her pulse, as she's still breathing. As she quickly teleports her out to where next to Sniper Vanny. As she quickly checks up on her and wraps a bandage around her head. What happened? I don't know. There was just some sort of attack. Explosion, I'm not sure. Any other, intel? I couldn't tell what set it off from here. It must have been from a different angle, to where I don't have view on. You got at least 2 minutes before the heroes arrive. You better finish this up quickly, Shadow Vanny. I'll try. There are heroes everywhere. They'll be here in seconds. Correction, 2 minutes. Hurry it up. You don't have to tell me that. As she gets up and goes to find Mirko. Come out, rabbit hero. I don't have time for your hiding. As Mirko is a bit more wounded, but is hiding behind a wall. Come out and I'll make your death quick. No, you should surrender. The heroes will catch you. Not before I kill you. Why do you want me dead? A friend of mine wants you dead for you having to capture Muscular. She's shocked. Muscular? Yes, one of my friends was very close with Muscular. They had killed a lot of people together, so I could understand her rage. You should surrender. Or even better yet, just die, as her claws pierce the wall right next to Mirko's head. Dodged it by an inch. She dodged it. As then there was another explosion, hitting Shadow Vanny out of the room. As everything goes blank, as both Shadow Vanny had disappeared, and Mirko was unconscious. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed part 3 of What If Female Dkeu Was Vanny. I really liked that one. That one was really good. It was amazing part. I gotta say, though, these what ifs have been doing great on this channel, and I love it. And really, I really need to play a FNAF game. I have really got a feeling I need to play a FNAF game. Y'all would enjoy that, wouldn't y'all? And honestly, tell me what you thought of the Shadow Vanny image. I thought it was like a interesting one. I didn't want to go with a black suited Vanny. I wanted to go with something unique. So I managed to find this image to use, and I thought it worked well for the concept of Shadow Vanny. As there is other ideas, and again, sometimes you'll see images pop in of my videos that I have hidden as just like a little new thing for y'all. And I think it's very nice. But there are so many what ifs to do, so many ideas. And I gotta say, some of these what ifs turn out absolutely amazing. Like I managed to get 2 of those what ifs done. The Mommy Long Legs next part, and Vanny's next part. So probably tomorrow I will do another what if, and that one will be with the Roof Part 3. I may work on another what if today. I may end up doing another one while I'm on this live stream. But either way, I remember to leave a like and subscribe if you have not on this channel, as it really helps support the channel and all. And remember, if you want to vote for the next what if, there's a poll. What if female Dkeu was Drill Woman? Or what if Dkeu was Ghost? I know some of y'all are subscribed, but that's just for the viewers that are not subscribed onto my channel. I do have there's been some thumbnails I've been working on, and I'll probably put up another poll because I'll be starting one of those new what ifs that's on the poll now pretty soon. There will be, honestly, remember, prepare to be there for the Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 live stream I plan to do real soon. And I'll probably work on making part 2 of the Bendy ink machine. As, again, I really want to do more of Bendy, as I've started to like the game. Chapter 1 was terrifyingly scary, with the jump scares of the cardboard cutouts. They like popped out of nowhere. They terrified me. And there are several ideas, and some of y'all are pointing out several ideas I could do. Again, I already have quite a few things lined up for what ifs, so again, awesome ideas you're commenting. Some of them I may make thumbnails for, I may make future videos for. But for now, I'm gonna focus on all the ones I have made right now, as I have a lot. And which I could make more. I just don't want to overwork myself a bit, because I had spent a couple hours making some thumbnails, putting them together. And I can tell y'all, some of you are putting in the Toy Story. Wanting me to do what if Dkeu was a Toy Story character. I will say, I may actually do that. I'm not entirely sure though, because would not even know how to start on the Toy Story. Just tried to combine the two universes together. Now I did see some of y'all suggesting about Master Chief in the comments section. Now I may end up doing no, I've got one better. I may do a Master Chief video with Dkeu's Master Chief. But do we really want to see Master Chief, or do we want to see some red versus blue what ifs in here? Just imagine red versus blue in the My Hero universe. I could even have Dkeu be main. I could have Dkeu be Tex. I could have Dkeu be Church. Actually, I think it'd be funny if he was Church. Don't get me started on Caboose. I would have to make the most goofy character Dkeu I've ever made for that one. Actually, some of these ideas are really amazing. Y'all have really good ideas. I gotta say that. As there are several ideas I would love to do. And I plan to do most of my ideas. But right now, we're going to check what's the voting is for the two what ifs that I have posted on my channel. Ooh, it looks like Ghost has come up to 30 and Drill Woman is at 70. Now, I will not be, these results will count and I will come back and check several times, but I will tell you, and you'll probably see the poll drop as in I take it off for when one of my series ends, which I'm still working on several. I've still got several ideas, several stories I need to do. Someone suggested Donald Duck. Donald Duck? Wait, what if Dkeu was Donald Duck? Oh, that'd be funny. I can just see it now. Donald Duck. That one is funny, I gotta say. Okay, we now have some Scooby-Doo. Someone suggested Homer Simpson. All of those would make hilarious what ifs, I will admit. Every one of those. But for the meantime, though, I don't think those will be seen to my channel until I get through several of these. Now, if there's like any in particular, I'll have another poll up and soon to decide the next what if I do after one of these series. After it'll probably be like three or two things to vote on. Oh, do we need a Dkeu live stream but only memes? Oh, that would be funny. That would be funny, and that's probably something I will do when I reach. I'll probably set up a Discord, and y'all would be able to send me, and I'm just scrolling through all the memes you've made. Ooh. Y'all are really coming up with the ideas today. As there are several things that are going to be happening, and I'd love to make this live stream a bit longer. I may actually do that. Again, I'm still waiting. There's still several ideas I would like to do, but there will be another poll up shortly. Actually, tell me your idea on this. Just imagine what if Dkeu was in the Fast and Furious? What would your ideas be on that? Fast and Furious Dkeu. Honestly, I'm not sure about this. Am I seeing what if Dkeu was what Law from One Piece in there? Trafalgar Law? Now there are several ideas and stuff I'm gonna do. Don't worry, as honestly, these what ifs are doing amazing. I've gotta say, Shadow Vanny, or the what female Dkeu was Vanny. What if Dkeu was the king of the Easterlings? Again, all my ongoing series have gotten a lot of views, and I have to thank you for that. And I have to say this, my most viewed video of what if Dkeu was catnap at like 2,400 views and 70 likes. Thank you for that. That is my most watched video. And I gotta appreciate that. Yeah, as it's always fun seeing your ideas for some of my what ifs. Sometimes you could go from silly to we're going full on serious. And it's funny just watching and reading the drama in the chat sometimes. Well, anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed this live stream today. I will be back in the next live stream. I'll probably be doing a lot more what ifs than just 2, as that one may be a few hours long, as I plan to do a long ongoing what if live stream on the next one. So I hope you all have enjoyed this live stream, and I hope you can enjoy the next one that may be coming out real soon. Make sure to like and subscribe.